This is a test setup with a small DC motor of about 5 watts continuously output, and it had got a tacho generator. It's actually a normal motor that is used for feedback. And now we should see this performance of this, and I'll just go up to max speed here, and it is about 11,000 RPM. Then the motor will get 12 volts, and it is controlled by an Arduino and an H-bridge. Now I go down here to low speed, and now I'll show you how low speed it can actually work. And see here how slow it actually works, and this is about 40 RPM. I can make it even slower like this, but then it is not like a continuous movement, so I'll prefer it maybe something like this. The other good thing is that it is very good to load changes, so when I try to make some load here with my finger, then it will continue. And I've got a multimeter down here, and it shows the current to the H-bridge. Here is 1 amp. I think it's about 0.8 amp. That is a nominal current, but all DC motor can withstand a lot more in short term. So when I try to block the motor, you can see that the current rises. And now I'll explain a bit more about the circuits I use and the control methods I use for obtaining this. The speed range is about 1 to 300 in this case, and it's quite well. So I think it is a proof of concept that this could be used for a sewing machine, for instance, that often will need a large speed range of the motor and good low speed control with good resistance to load changes. Normally, digital tachometers is used for control, but it is actually possible to use DC motors as well. And I have selected some here that could be in use. And this was the kind you just saw, and it got a 5-pole rotor, and normally for these small motors you got a 3-pole motor, but then the ripple voltage will typically be larger, and you got a ripple frequency that is lower. So for this 5-pole you typically get a ripple frequency of 10 times the rotation frequency. This is a coreless type, also a 5-pole rotor, but I discovered when I tested it that it had got a significant ripple frequency of the same frequency as the rotation speed. So it is actually not as well suited, because you like to have not too much ripple in the voltage and not too much low frequency ripple. This is the last one. I think the price of this one is about €2, so it's a relatively cheap one. This one is even cheaper. It is also a 5-pole rotor, coreless type, very small. It's only 12 millimeter long, and I could get 5 of them for below €1. And this one withstands up to 75,000 RPM, so it can run very fast with no problem. This one is actually specified to only 12,000 or something like that. But the voltage of this is not that high, so therefore you need to amplify it to be used for an Arduino. The other thing is there is actually also with this one some ripple of rotation frequency. You get a bit of disturbance due to that. This one is then, I think, the best one, and it is actually also providing a quite high voltage, about 12 volts at 12,000 RPM. So it can be used without amplifying the signal. This one you need to have some operational amplifier to be used together with the Arduino to get a reasonable signal. The motor I used is a 3-pole motor, so it's not the best one, but it was possible to use it like that as well. This is the electronics that is used for control. And you got an Arduino Nano down here, and you got an 8-bridge there. It's quite common used, and I got it actually from China for about €3 each. And then I got some analog electronics over here. There's more electronics here for other experiments. It is used to measure the tachometer signal from these tachometer DC motors. And then I got some circuit to measure the motor current as well. The 8-bridge got some outputs that measure the current in the upper transistors of this 8-bridge. I convert this signal and make it to an input for the Arduino. Therefore, there is a current control loop that runs at about 10 kHz. Then there is a speed loop, and it runs at about 2 kHz. PWM frequency for the motor is 20 kHz, so it shouldn't have any audio problems.